Since he came in the league, ooh, dropping dimes. We got some news for you, buddy. Hit the like button coming through the door, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button coming through the door. As the news that's coming in now is breaking news. This is real breaking news. Not the news that they try to give you. Now, this is going to get real interesting, folks. Really interesting. So I want you guys to pay close attention to what's about to go down. For real. Because this finna get insane. Austin Reeves is beloved. The Laker fans love Austin Reeves, and they rightfully so. He's been good for them. He's been good for the fans, being an undrafted free agent, walk-on practice squad, and making the team, and now becoming somebody that's averaging over 30 points a night. That don't normally happen in this league. And for Austin Reeves to be this guy for the Los Angeles Lakers, this is going to be even massive. The news I'm about to tell you. Oh, yeah, you're going to want to get involved. That's all they talking about. He's the star that no one saw coming. Austin Reeves. Well, let me tell you how things are going. Because you need to know. Now, Austin Reeves is having a career season. We all know that. But we need to get to the gist of things. The Lakers are going through what they're called restructuring. And Austin Reeves, they tried to get to sign an extension, which of course he was going to turn down because it would be stupid to sign that extension when at the end of the year you're going to be eligible for probably 3 times that amount. They offered him an $89 million contract extension. $89 million. Austin Reeves is making about $13 million this year in his contract. $13 million. That's going to change next season. Next season, he's going to average about $44 million a year to start. He's going to be making about 44 million next year. So his salary is going to increase 3 times. He's eligible for about 5 years, 241 is the max someone can offer him. Now, here's the problem. And it's a major one. His agent, Aaron Riley, him and I think his name is Kenneth Barry. Barry's just the money. Aaron Riley is the guy that's the agent. He does all the work. Let me tell you about Aaron Riley. He's a Villanova guy. He's a Nova man. So his loyalty is with Villanova. Now, there's a lot of talk about Austin Reeves going to play side by side with Jalen Brunson in New York, right? And I'm like, what? That doesn't make sense. You got Mikal Bridges, says, yep. And Austin Reeves would fit good in New York. New York will pay Austin Reeves that kind of money. And they're willing to move some players around to do it, depending on how the season plays out for New York. Now, other teams have mentioned interest in acquiring Austin Reeves. Of course, every agent is going to say that, right? What agent is not going to say their client isn't worth a damn? What agent is going to tell you, well, we got 2-3 people. He says about 12 to 15 NBA teams have reached out with saying, I know the Lakers have gotten a good offer for you. Or they promising you they're going to take care of you. But it's not going to be a lot of money to go around with the Lakers. I know they got national TV dates, but you want to kind of, you've done with your part in LA to get to the money. Now it's time to actually get the money. Lakers are not going to pay what you're supposed to get. So everybody's going to be pulling their spin moves to actually pay them to come play for their team. But to have interest in 15 different NBA teams is quite interesting. Now, some teams I don't think they're going to be interested in. But here's what I do know is that actively, as of right now, while we're speaking, they're trying to work out a date in which they can get, what the hell are they doing? Where they can get access to all of these different people's accounts. Now, when you say, well, what's going on with accounting? Well, it's quite simple. With accounting, they want different heads at the table. They want all of these different aspects of people making decisions for them without any stress, without any headaches, without any nonsense that's going on. They don't want to deal with any of the blowback, right? So you're looking at an impossible feat that you're trying to, he said, what is that? Trash Morant. No. Austin Reeves not going to Memphis. But the Lakers were trying to work out something with the agent where they could have an agreement already in place for the end of the year. But something very interesting happened. The agent felt slighted that someone tried to get Austin Reeves to possibly switch agencies. And he's like, no, that's not just my agent. That's my friend. Aaron is my friend. He's not just my agent. And he said, I'm not saying that. You know, nobody told me that, but a former teammate tried to get him to switch agents. Aaron looked at this as an attack by the Los Angeles Lakers. Like this is a ploy to try to get him to go to a bigger agency, somebody that's have more relationship with the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, I was just getting a phone call. Now, with that being said, so of course, he's not going to be happy about it. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be upset. He's going to feel a certain way. He ain't going to be ecstatic. So Aaron Riley is looking like, okay, y'all want to play ball. So this little agreement thing that we were working on, you know what? It ain't working for me. I'm thinking we're going to test the market in the free agency this year. You see what Austin Reeves is doing now. He's proving and showing what he can do. The Lakers are banged up. Luka's out for personal reasons. And Austin Reeves is all they got. So Aaron Riley knows they in the driver's seat. So Aaron Riley knows they're in the driver's seat. So he's like, we're going to just listen to offers. And y'all want to call our bluff? So the Lakers is like, look, man, we love Austin, okay? Nobody here dislikes Austin. No one's trying to use it or not work with you. What another player did had nothing to do with us. That player is no longer even on this team anymore. He's like, look, I'm not here to talk about what happened, this and this. Let's talk about Austin, your client, the one that we want to work with still. And he said, okay, make me a serious offer. We'll backlog it, put it in the vault. We'll all sign it. And at the end of the year, it's going to be there. It'll be done. That shows me you're serious about Austin. So until then, you come up with a number we can agree on. You make it. We're done. Put the contract in the vault. And at the end of the year, we'll announce that we signed. Easy peasy. We'll stay in LA. Match the deal. Austin wants to stay here. No problems. Here's where the problems come in at, ladies and gentlemen. The Los Angeles Lakers said we can't do that. I said, why? Well, as you know, we're transitioning, new management, new decision making. We just can't do that at this time. So you're going to have to give us some time to get this thing together. So they hadn't called the agent back. They haven't answered his calls. Then it's all this talk about Giannis coming to the Lakers. And a lot of people believe that they're going to trade Austin Reeves to the Milwaukee Bucks and acquire Giannis Antetokounmpo to team him up with Luka Doncic. LeBron James will be moved at the All-Star break with Bronny James himself. These are all hypotheticals that are thrown out. But the Austin Reeves thing, I said they would burn down LA. If they lost Austin Reeves right now, they would be so disgusted, they wouldn't know what to do. Well, a lot of people believe that LeBron's going back to Cleveland. I just don't see them moving LeBron. That'd be too much too soon. But we got to see how the rest of the season plays out. What I'm hearing the deal is $190 million for 4 years for Austin Reeves from the Los Angeles Lakers. That's what the deal's going to be. $190 million deal for Austin Reeves for 4 years. Well, he'll have an option to be a free agent his 4th year. We'll see what happens when the contract comes out, when it's announced. But that's what I'm hearing. Those are the numbers I'm hearing. They were saying they want to have 3 superstars and be able to afford 3 superstars on the team. There have been serious talks about bringing back Julius Randle to the Los Angeles Lakers in the offseason. LeBron James not being part of the team next year. That's it. That's been talked. The Lakers are talking about bringing in Giannis. And pairing him up with Luka. So when you start seeing that leak in the press, that's because of what was happening backstage or behind the scenes with Aaron Riley, who's the agent of Austin Reeves and the Los Angeles Lakers management. So they don't like to be dictated to, and they feel like you don't have enough power. He's also Dante's agent, I believe, too. Don't hold me to that, but I believe he's Dante's agent, or at least he was. He's another Villanova guy. Austin Reeves don't sell jerseys. Well, he's selling something. Well, is my information right? Well, we'll have to wait and see, don't we? I just report what I hear. But I don't just make stuff up and just start throwing it at the wind. Because that makes no sense. Who is Austin Reeves? I'm gonna go lie about Austin Reeves and his agent. That'll be a good one. Just make that up. Yeah, Dante DiVincenzo. Aaron Riley, I believe, went to Villanova as well. He's the agent that represents Austin Reeves. Oh, no. They had, it was a massive difference of not just opinions, but of actual reach and goals and what everybody was trying to accomplish. See, there were a massive amount of people who didn't understand dynamics of what everybody was presenting. So they decided to like freestyle and do their own thing. Well, the one guy named who got involved with in this negotiations is, which I understand, you know, the Dodgers owner is taking over and he's like, look, I gotta weigh all my options. No big free agent moves. Nothing is taking place until, you know, I get to really go over and with my team, our executives. So I understand the Lakers. I understand Rob Pelinka saying, look, we have a regime change right now. So we're reviewing all deals. You know, we're not just doing deals. They're doing it as well. They're putting the finances, they're putting the stamps down. Hell, I couldn't pay it. LeBron couldn't get a contract extension. So if he wants to play again, he gonna have to do it in the Bermuda Triangle because I think the league is forcing his ass out, rightfully so. In my opinion, it ain't no damn sciatica. It's that you can't stick yourself with that damn needle no more. Because the feds are watching. That boy looked like night and day out there. You see that boy try to do an alley-oop dunk? Austin Reeves threw him an alley-oop. He caught it and was like, hood, and couldn't even hit the net. I'm like, damn. He was like, throw it up. I got it. Oop me. Boom. Oh. It's like he went straight to the wall. Come on, oop me. Come on, oop me. That boy had no rise. No rise. No, difference is when you talk about what are the differences, well, it's quite unique because when people get to a certain age, things just stop. You know? For real, things just stop. Oh, no. New York Knicks and getting Giannis? Okay. I want the Knicks to get Giannis so bad. I really do. Because that's the end of Butterball. Butterball is done. I swear to you, Butterball is done after that. There's no more Butterball. You understand that, right? You got baby Giannis and real Giannis. I want them to get him because I want to see that explode. They're going to blow up in all their faces. That's going to be Russ and LeBron 2.0. They're going to be, Brunson need to get a ball to Giannis. Giannis needs to pass. You got to move the ball around, Giannis. That ain't Giannis' game. Giannis ain't about, let's whip the ball around. He's he gonna use all of that 16 frame. He finna Giannis it. He ain't finna play no damn Mike Brown style of ball. Butterball gonna be. Butterball. That's all he gonna do. Hit the like button up. So he gonna dribble out 24 seconds and throw up some garbage. Now, where does that leave the league? In a constant state. So the status quo is this. When you're in a constant state of flux, you gotta have to evolve. People, the current prices are going up. Austin Reeves is almost the leading scorer in the NBA. So Austin Reeves being one of the leading scorers in the NBA right now, averaging over 30 points a game. You have two people on the team averaging 30 plus, which means scoring has been that's what they care about now. It's all about how much can one person score. So now if that's the case, and they say, oh, that guy scored all the points, let's focus on him. Great. Congratulations. You just played yourself. Because now you put that as the end-all be-all of your entire team. Is how much we're going to pay for one player. So now you're going to, instead of developing teams, you are going to really just be buying players and talent. So you're going to have individual talents that you spent all this money for, which it doesn't equal championships. OKC won, and look at their salary base. The Indiana Pacers almost won the NBA Finals with one of the cheapest salaries in the history of sports. The Detroit Pistons is winning number one in the East with one of the cheapest salaries in the league. So, what do you want? You want the superstars that you spent all this money for? Or do you want winning basketball? Now, back to said topic. Right? Austin Reeves, his agent, and what's happening in the fact that they tried to steal Austin Reeves and separate him from his agent, who's actually his friend, and Austin Reeves showed loyalty by staying with the guy who he came in the game with when he was undrafted. Nobody believed in him. This guy believed in him. So he didn't leave him. But the fact that they tried to cut him out is kind of irritating, especially to him. So when you have someone that tries to cut you out and you start to see that play out, then it understands a lot better, right? Start to get the gist of it. Ooh, gotta put some aftershave on. Ah! Ooh, good Lord. Aftershave. Ooh. Now, now, Austin Reeves is finna be home alone in a minute. He gonna be home alone earning, because he's making $13 million this year. Next year, he's gonna be making about $44 million a year. Yeah. Seriously. Austin Reeves probably going to make, depending on how the Lakers structure it, he'll make probably about 37 in the first year of the deal, probably like 38, 37 million. But by the time his deal ends, he'll be making like 54, 60. Then when he resigns, it's going to be out the stratosphere, depending on what happens in the next 4 years with Austin Reeves. Now, based on what he's doing now, he's eligible if he wants to go to another team or whatever. He can get a 5-year, $241 million deal. But you're going to lose access to pretty much prime games and everything else. You want to go to Minnesota and get that, you can. Or Portland, some other team that doesn't have a lot of television access that wants a big name star. What happens with Ja Morant and the Grizzlies? I see them pretty much doing what I thought they would do, is grind it out, get into the play-in, and be first round or be an exit out of the playoffs. They'll get eliminated in the play-in. And the team will try to move on from Ja Morant. Trae Young is trying to move. A lot of talks about him going to the Los Angeles Clippers. And I'm like, for who? James Harden? You think James Harden going to play with Trae Young? No way. This is the last year of Klay Thompson in Dallas. So a lot of people think he'll be dealt at the All-Star break to go to a veteran team. A lot of people think he's going to go to the Los Angeles Clippers or the Lakers, finish his career off with the Lakers. And I'm like, he's going to go to the Lakers now. The team that he could have went to and didn't go to and went to Dallas. And now Luka's there, so now he gets to go back and play with Luka. But then they say the Clippers are interested too. It's crazy. Giannis, Knicks, and Lakers were the top two teams ever mentioned with Giannis. Anthony Davis, they kept saying he's going to get traded at the All-Star break. I don't see it happening. I still think he's going to remain with the Dallas Mavericks. But he wants to go to Chicago. I have not seen that. Klay Thompson is not going anywhere. Well, it's not his choice. It's not his choice. If Dallas move Klay out and send him back to the Lakers, depending on what they get for Klay. Zion Williamson, I think he's going to want to get out of the deal that he's in, because if they chose to void the contract, he can go to another team and they'll probably give him a 2-year deal or whatever. But due to his constant injuries, I don't know how they're going to look at it or evaluate him. Just like LaMelo Ball, who's injured again. But this has been his worst season as a pro. He's shooting about almost 30%, 29% from like three. He's just really been struggling this season and hadn't really gotten on track. It could be the players he's playing with. The team looked pathetic the other night. I was so disgusted I betted on him. I was like, that was a frustration bet. So the narratives never change, though people want them to remain the same. Now, the way I look at it, it's a little different. I look at it from a distance standpoint. Everyone believes that there's no way, shape, and form that fairness can be discovered in these situations. It's a dirty game. That's what I don't understand about people and their interpretations. Like everybody's just doing good business. No, everybody wants to do good business for themselves. So they're going to always want an advantage. They're going to want something that's tangible in their favor. Point taken. In this situation, of course, they're going to want to move Austin Reeves to another agency, an agency that works well with the Los Angeles Lakers. Big time agency. Get CAA to represent you. This guy works for CAA. He's going to rep you. He knows what we like to do. He knows how to keep you happy and on our team. Your agent is too lowbrow. You're going to be missing out on big opportunities here. We can make you a super duper star, Austin Reeves. We're going to get you a stylist. We're going to have you in magazines. You're going to be GQ. Now, Austin Reeves was in a bit of a controversy that you only knew about on the Patreon. We might bring that to the YouTube now because it's been about a week or so. We're going to let it still be on the Patreon right now. If you want to know what trouble Austin Reeves is in, it's on the Patreon. Okay? Go check out my Casino for Life Patreon and you will see that. And you'll figure out why he's in trouble. So, there, as an agent, he's going to listen to offers and people who's going to have interest in Austin Reeves. Now, of course, they turned down the money. The $89 million extension was an insult. If he would have signed that deal, he'd been the stupidest trainer, and well, not trainer, but agent in the world. Austin's going to make 3 times that in the next deal. He knows that at the end of the year. There's no way around it. Austin Reeves has got the money. All right? That money is there. If he does nothing else the rest of the year, Austin Reeves has already earned the money. He's already proved I'm better than LeBron James right now. Currently playing, LeBron James couldn't even play with Bronny James right now. So he's got the money. So it depends on, do he want to get $241 million? Or is he going to get the 4-year deal, $190 million, that they're going to want to offer him? The Lakers will want to offer him 4 years, $190, where you have option at free agency, and after your 3rd year, you can become an unrestricted free agent, and you can do your own deal. Restructure your contract. Sounds fair enough? That sounds great, right? So that's where I believe the contract is going to end up agreeing, right in that area. A 4-year deal, around $190. Austin will be making about 40, probably the first year you make like 37 million or whatever, then that's going to jump up to like 40 something million. Then about the time the end of the contract, he's going to probably make like 48 million the last year of his deal. Or he can opt out and get another deal. Because they want to have team-friendly deals where they're not too deep into the cap, where they hit the second apron. Why did they create the second apron? Because of LeBron James and the Miami and what happened over there, and it's ruining teams. And all these other people decided we're going to team up. You got Kyrie and KD in one team. You got James Harden, Kyrie, KD, all 3 of them. It's like, what the heck is going on here? And everybody started doing it. They started running everywhere. You got Russ, Melo, and Paul George. It's like, it was Big 3 heaven. Right? But none of it was equaling championships. Why? Because to win championships, you have to learn to evolve. So the Lakers could be pissed at Austin Reeves' agent and trade him at the end of the All-Star break. So if you had a chance to get Giannis and you had to trade Austin Reeves to get there, would you trade Austin Reeves for Giannis? I want to see what you guys have to say. To bring Giannis Antetokounmpo onto the Los Angeles Lakers to play with Luka Doncic, would you trade Austin Reeves to get there? Interesting question, isn't it? I hear some people said no. Everybody was like, yes, immediately. Somebody said yes, immediately. Everybody else was like, no. But it's a tricky question now, isn't it? Now, any other time, this would be ridiculous, right? This is Giannis. Austin Reeves, has he even been in an all-star game? And y'all talking about no. So you telling me you wouldn't trade Austin Reeves for Giannis Antetokounmpo? Reeves is better than Giannis. Get my coat. I'm up out of here. I can't. I just can't. I can't. I won't. You are not going. Don't you put that ego on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you dare. I have no problems with Austin Reeves. But I will tell you this. If it comes between Austin Reeves and Giannis, what the hell are you even waiting for? Before they said Austin sold, done. See, here's the crazy part with most of y'all fans. Somebody that ain't a good fit. Giannis fits every goddamn way. Do you know why Giannis fits every goddamn way? Because Giannis is not going to be on one side of the ball, scoring and giving you 30. He going to get you 12 rebounds. He can get you about 5, 6 assists. He going to get you blocks. He going to play defense. Austin Reeves is only one side of the damn ball. He could try to play defense. He attempts. But he ain't stopping no damn body. He just scoring points. How y'all fall for this? That's what I'm saying. This is why y'all can't be GMs. Y'all are just fans of the moment and scoring. Y'all know who the hell would put Austin Reeves and Giannis in a situation where it's either him or them. Ain't no damn way. Giannis could be injured. I'll be Giannis. He gonna be healthy one day and we gonna be ready to go. That's like me in fantasy football. I've held on to B. Irvin all these years, all these weeks in fantasy, put him on injured reserve and say he's going to be back and we're going to need him right before these playoffs. Now I got B. Irvin back in the starting lineup. My team has been surviving because I had Taylor. Now I got Taylor and B. Irvin back to back. We good. I had that no good Mason from Minnesota. And I've been struggling with him. I'm like, look, we got no good Mason, but I got Jonathan Taylor. And he's been carrying that weight. So I'm like, look, JT been saving my season. Now, got B. Irvin back. We can get back to winning and dominating right when it's time to take it over. So, trading Giannis either at the All-Star break or at Christmas. Christmas. At the end of the season. They're going to be Merry Christmas, Giannis. You're traded. No, so trade him at the end of the year. And for what reasons? No, really? Y'all really feel like that? Like, look. At the end of the season, Milwaukee's going to do whatever Giannis wants to do. Because that man has went above and beyond for the city of Milwaukee. And they have done everything for Giannis. They went and got Dame Lillard. Put him on the team. They got rid of Holiday, brought in Dame Dollar because he wanted to play with Giannis and Giannis wanted to play with him. Overpaid him. They actually just cut him out his deal so he can go back to Portland. Because it was so bad for Dame. He was somebody that could only play in Portland because without his wife left him. So he was a mess. They literally broke up for that reason and that reason only. She's like, I got my makeup business going. I got all this going. Well, you can go. I ain't going nowhere. Shoot, what is he talking about? She wasn't thinking about that at all. She was like, that fool can go. Shoot, he want to go do that, let him go. Baby, it's Milwaukee. I ain't going to no damn Milwaukee. What's wrong with Milwaukee? We getting all this money. We got money. Why can't we just stay in Portland? Why are you trying to force a trade? We ain't winning, baby. We out winning. They gotta holler at you. They paying Dame Dollar $100-some million to go to another team. Go back to Portland. Go back home. That's how miserable he was in Milwaukee. He played like crap. I mean, literally, that's what Dame Dollar's wife does. She does like luxury nails and stuff. She has like a spa salon over in Portland. She wasn't about to shut all that down. She just like what she do. And he been with her since college and everything, but she was like, I'm willing to step. Well, Dame was never the assertive type anyway. He was always the beta male type. I mean, I'm not here to judge a man's wife, but he been with her since college and she was not really a dime even in college. Like, I think they dated in high school. Went to the same college, whole thing. Yeah, I watched the Kill Bill, the whole bloody thing. Where they show both movies as one. Then they got at the end, it's an animated extra scene that they put into the movie. I feel bad for the people that came there, stayed, saw the whole 2 movies, and got up and left and missed the animated part. That was crazy. He said, I divorced her. Yeah, but he missed his wife, his kids. He's used to having his wife and kids around him. So he was just by himself in Milwaukee. You know, players is like, man, I'm going to show you where to go, man. There's some hoes out here, man. He was like, I don't want no hoes. I want my wife. I've been around guys like that. They was like, I mean, they'll get like, oh man, I want to just, I'm gonna call my wife, man. She gonna love this. I mean, dude, if you pick up your phone and you call that wife one more goddamn time while I'm sitting there, we gonna have it out. Yeah, I mean, we call that domesticated. They are fully domesticated, and there's nothing wrong with it. You know, it's what couples do, and they don't even realize it's happened. They sit on one spot on a couch all day long. They go to one section of a couch and sit there till everybody say, "Oh, that's Big Dave's chair." Nobody's sitting in Big Dave's chair. That's his chair. He's got a quilt laying in there and he sits there. Everybody knows, don't sit there. That's Big Dave's chair. They are totally domesticated. No, I mean, we was driving and he was like looking. I'm like, I'm driving, and he got the phone out the window trying to take pictures of the sign just to send it to her. That's a funny sign. She gonna like that. Hell yeah, I like being single. To do what you want, when you want, how you want, wherever you want. Can't beat that. Not with a stick. What do I see the Lakers doing about it? Nothing. With Austin Reeves, nothing. They're gonna offer him that 4-year, 190, and hopefully he take it. If not, he can go somewhere else and try to get 5 years, 241. And it all depends. Do you want to be in LA and be on all the prime games? Take the 4-year deal. You'll get more money by re-upping. Unless you think you're gonna suck after 2-3 years, then that's a different thing altogether. Now, if you think you're gonna suck, this might not be for you. You might need to go do something else. Yes, my mom is giving me tasks to do. Love her, but she comes here and do stuff, then I end up having to do it when she goes home. Chicago just not a place for these doggone cars. They got, for these charging ports. They got fences around the charging points now because they all messed up. So they had to get new charging ports over here. And people hit the thing is, the first one kind of got knocked out by the car. It was black ice on the ground, snow everywhere. They hit the ice, went right into one of them, and they ended up putting 3 new ones up there. So Oh no, he's done. LeBron James will not be with the Lakers next year. From what I've been told, they're moving on. They want to build around Luka and Austin Reeves, but if they can't come to agreement, Austin Reeves might be traded at the All-Star break. If they can't come to an agreement and say we're gonna work this thing out, they're not gonna lose Austin Reeves for nothing and have him go to another team and make them look stupid and they can't get nothing for Austin Reeves. They'll just trade him. So this thing's got to happen really fast. Like they can have an agreement in place, but this needs to happen before the trade deadline because the future of LeBron James is up at stake. And they're like, look, we're not contractually obligated to him. He's going to be on a league minimum if he decides to play one more season anywhere. He's going to be on a veteran minimum contract. That is it. No more of this held hostage by LeBron crap no more. This guy's got to go. Oh yeah, this is where I gotta go. Just what I want. Christmas time, and I gotta go into a big department store. Welcome to the shop, baby. Girl is dense. Hey, how you doing?
Good. Mine's perfect for returning right now. Hurry.
Good. That's exactly what I need to hear. Lines are perfect for returning stuff. All right. Oh, this is the returns. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go through all this returns and do all this stuff. I'm gonna holler at y'all later.